G'day guys, my name's Dave and welcome to another Guitar Zero to Hero song tutorial. And in this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play Better Be Home Soon by Crowded House, which is an Australian and New Zealand classic tune. Now, if you want to master your chords back to front, then be sure to head over to guitarzerotohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. Or if you really want to improve on your guitar, then sign up to Guitar Zero to Hero Premium, which is my complete step-by-step guitar course. For the basics of this song, you'll just need your guitar in standard tuning and you won't need a capo. So let's get stuck into the song. First off, I'm going to show you the strumming pattern that we're going to use basically throughout the whole song. And it's really, really simple. It's just down, 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 up. And in succession, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Starting with the intro, which is really simple, we just have a C chord. Nice and easy. Now, each chord that you see up here in the annotations is played for 2 strumming patterns. Because there's 2 C's up here, we're effectively playing it for 4 strumming patterns. Next, let's move on to verse 1 and 2. And this is just a 4-chord chord progression. We have C, then we have A minor, then we have E minor 7. So from this A minor shape, keep your middle finger where it is and just put your index finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Or you can use your pinky there as well if you want to, but I like to use my ring. And then finally we have a G chord. So from this E minor 7, your index and ring finger stay where they are, and you just move your middle finger to the 3rd fret of the 6th string, and your pinky comes down onto the 3rd fret of the 1st string. So those are the 4 chords. Each chord is played for 2 strumming patterns, of course, and the verse will just sound like this. Next, let's move on to the first chorus, and there's just 2 lines of chords here. We start with the C chord, and then we go to a C7. So from this C chord, you just take your pinky finger, put it on the 3rd fret of the 3rd string, and that turns it into a C7. Then we go to an F chord. Now the F chord I like to play looks like this. You can play a full F bar chord too if you want to, but I think it's easier to play this F chord when you transition from the C7. So from the C7, you just keep your ring and index finger where they are, and then your pinky and middle finger fall into place like that. And your thumb reaches over the top to hit the 1st fret of the 6th string. So that's the F chord I like to play, but you can play a normal bar chord F2 if you want. Our second line of chords is G, and then we go to a C, and then we end with just the G note. So you can play a G chord if you want to, but we can just hit the 3rd fret of the 6th string to end this first chorus, which sounds like this in total. Now the second chorus is almost identical to the first chorus, except instead of just hitting that G note and letting it ring out, we're going to play a G/B chord, which looks like this, and we're going to play that for 2 of the strumming patterns. Next we get to the bridge, and there's 5 lines of chords here, and the structure's a little bit all over the place, but it's still quite simple. So we're going to start with the B flat chord. Now you can play a full B flat bar chord like this, or you can just play the B flat power chord if you want to. And I prefer just doing the power chord because it's a bit simpler, but if you want a full sound, then you can do the full B flat bar chord as well. So we start with the B flat for 2 strumming patterns, then we go to a D chord and a G chord. The second line of chords is B flat, and then an A7, and then a D. And each chord is played for 2 strumming patterns, of course. The third line of chords is C, A minor, E minor, and then G. The fourth line of chords is the same, except we cut out the G. And then for the fifth line of chords, we have F, twice, so 4 strumming patterns, and then B flat twice, so 4 strumming patterns there as well. And in total, the bridge sounds like this. Next we get to the soft verse, and this is really easy. 2 lines of chords. So we have C, A minor, E minor 7, and G. Now we're not strumming anything here, everything's stripped back. So you can strum each chord out once and hold it out. But what I like to do is I like to arpeggiate the chords. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So 4 plucks there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I'm basically playing on the 8th notes, starting from the bass note of the chord. And I do that for every chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And. When we get to the F and the G, this is where I'm going to bring the strumming pattern back in, and I'm going to play each chord for 1 strumming pattern here. So the second line of this quiet verse will sound like this. Then we get to the final chorus, which is really easy. Each chord up here is just played for 2 strumming patterns. It varies slightly from all the other choruses. We have a 3rd line of chords, and in the 2nd line of chords, instead of going back to the C, we actually go to an A minor, and then a D7, and then we end with an F, and then G. And that's the end of the song. So now I'll be playing through the song in its entirety. I'll have a vocal track on top for some context. A big thanks to my friend and artist by the name of Tugler for lending his awesome vocals to this track. If you want to check out his YouTube channel, there's a link in the description below. Feel free to play this back as many times as you'd like to practice, play along to, and see how you go.
Stretched on ended. But I could start again. You can depend on it. And I know I'm right for the first time in my life. That's why I tell you, you better be home soon. That's why I tell you, you'd better be home soon.
Hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Be sure to head over to guitarzerotohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook, or if you want to take your guitar to the next level, then sign up to Guitar Zero to Hero Premium, which is my complete step-by-step guitar course. It'd mean the world if you could hit that like button, hit subscribe, click the little notification bell as well so that you don't miss out on my updates. Please leave your thoughts, comments, questions, and requests down below, and I'll see you guys next time on Guitar Zero to Hero. Cheers.